Hey guys, it's Ryan. I'm doing a rod review over the Daiwa Tatula. I figured I'd give a quick review over this, considering I've only seen a couple of reviews on this. There aren't a whole lot out there. Most of the hype's around the reel. So, I figured I'd talk a little bit about the rod. This rod is really, really sensitive. I'm really impressed with this rod. I wasn't sure what I think of it in the store. Usually, I think the rods are kind of nice. I mean, I've only owned one. It actually was my dad's, and it was an older model, but I haven't I always thought they're nice, but this one really impressed me when I picked it up in the store. So, and I got it a couple of Christmases back. My parents got it for me, so thank you for mom and dad. But this rod is a 7.2 heavy. It throws a 3/8 to 1.5 ounce baits, and recommends 12 to 25 pound test. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this rod. This thing is really, really light, especially for being a heavy. I'm really impressed with it. Considering it's conventional guides and just a thicker rod, it is very, very, very light. It's also very sensitive. It kind of has a stiffer tip. I mean, it's probably fairly normal, but I mean, I'm not used to Daiwa, so that might be why. But I think it definitely doesn't have a soft tip. I'll say that much. But it's very, very sensitive. I like to use this for jigs, and I use it for frogging in the summer since it's the heavy. But I'll probably use it during the spawn for jigs, and I'll throw a lot of jigs in the summer. I'll throw some, but probably switch it over to braid and start throwing frogs on it because it does have that backbone to get them out of those thick, thick mats. But something that stood out to me was the reel seat. It's kind of a different shape. I think I've seen it on the Daiwa Zillion when I was looking around on Tackle Warehouse, but don't quote me on that. I might be completely wrong, but I thought it was kind of different. And I like this, the screw knob to tighten it down. It's kind of different. There's a really, really big profile to it, but I think it's kind of cool. And this looks really, really abrasive, like it's going to cut up your hands, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it definitely looks like it's going to dig into you more than it does. But it does give you a good grip on it to screw it in and get it real tight. But it does have real good contact with the blank, the reel does, when you put it in here. I have it paired up with the Aura SX2. I have a couple of those reels. I really like them. For $100, I mean, they're amazing. But yeah, I have one of those paired. I don't know if I'm going to get the Tatula reel or not to match it. But I'll probably consider it, maybe move some reels around. It has EVA foam handles, and these are a little bit thinner handles, at least compared to like how Falcon puts their handles. They have real thick handles, but I thought that would bother me at first, but it really hasn't so far, especially considering most of my fingers are around the reel, not on the actual handle itself. But it does have a real nice split grip, and it's real nice to grab onto this piece down here, the lower piece, to really whip out those jigs and frogs. Really good cast out of this rod. But this rod has conventional guides. 3 of them are reinforced with 3 prongs. This first one, slide this down so you can see the other 2. That's the second one, third one, and then they go into 1 prong, kind of a thicker 1 prong. You can see that very well. But I really like them. They do taper down quite a bit. They get a lot smaller as you go down the rod, which I like. This guide is pretty big in my opinion, but it does get a lot smaller, which is nice because it gives you a lot more sensitivity. But yeah, this rod has a ton of backbone. It's very sensitive and light. I'd really recommend it for just about anyone. It costs about $149, $150, and you can get it at Bass Pro, or I don't think you can get it at Cabela's, but you can get it at Tackle Warehouse. And I definitely recommend this rod. It was definitely worth the money for me, and I really enjoyed it. So this has been Kansas Bass Fishing with Ryan. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.